Good afternoon, everyone. How is everyone doing? I hope everybody's doing okay today. Let's see. I see Natural Born Queen in here. I see Dima. Okay. I see Natural Born Queen and Dima. I hope you guys are doing okay today. I hope that you guys are doing okay today. I'm gonna give some more people the opportunity to get in here. I was working on something the reason I was a little bit late. How is everybody doing? Hey, Miss Nika. Yeah, we're not gonna be on long today. I just decided to do like a live right quick. Hey, Miss Kim, right quick to talk about straight drop, and I kind of wanted to just go live and do it. Um, who else is in here? Boss Lady. This is. I guess this is some of y'all are at work. I guess this is break time with Tam. Break time with Tam Cat. Break time with Tamara Cat. Let's see. Hey Harold, I hope you're feeling good today. I hope you're feeling okay today, Harold. I hope you're getting better. How is everybody doing? Legacy brand investors. Oh Lord. Um, phenomenal black woman. How are you? Did I say natural born clean queen? I mean, she says love, light, and blessings. That's right. We sending positivity out on this page. Hey, Lady Diva. I guess this is like break time with Tamara, right? Um, for those of you all that are at work, child, I'm just getting ready to get my hair braided. Hey, Miss Barbara Britton, Black Swan. I like to acknowledge everyone. Dima is a member. Miss Barbara is a member. Black Swan is a member. Hey, rest in peace, young doll. Hey, Tess, how are you? Who else is a member that I didn't call? Nika is a member. Miss Kim is a member. I appreciate my members as well as my subscribers. Uh, let's see. Is that everybody? How is everybody doing today? I wanted to jump on. Oh, okay. Okay, Legacy. As long as you're real, as long as you're real, okay. That's you. You gonna be all right as long as you're real. Um, let's see. I'm blessed. Hi, everyone. I love you all. I love you too, Harold. I'm glad you're getting better. We glad you're still here in the land of the living. That's a blessing. All those prayers have they worked out for you, didn't it? When the devil tried to take you out, God wouldn't allow it. So that proves that prayer works, right? I wanted to talk about straight drop, y'all. Now, as I said in a video, you guys, somebody had told me on last Friday that there was going to be some more indictments. I actually thought it was going to be after election, which is tomorrow. After these elections tomorrow, y'all gonna start seeing a whole lot of stuff. But they actually indicted a young man in the Covington case that they was in the same car that was used in the Young Dolph's murder. But what got me so tickled pink was I saw on shout out to Auntie Fee. I saw on Auntie Fee's channel where she was showing a video of a straight drop's attorney, and I was really just trying to pull that video, but News Channel 13 don't, for some reason they don't. I don't really see their videos on YouTube. I don't know how to snatch it off their page. They got it coded where you can't really do that. Some of these hackers know how to do it though, but I don't have hackers. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to play this for you. Hold on, guys.
This all comes as we also learned that a Tipton County grand jury indicted a man in another murder who has connection to the car that was used in Young Dolph's murder. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre breaks down this connection.
Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, went to court Tuesday to try to move to another jail facility in Shelby County. But when he found out what life would be like if he moved, he told the judge he didn't want to move. His attorney said Johnson thought he would get more freedom in a different facility.
I think the jail is pretty restrictive, and there's more freedom at the correctional center. But unfortunately, at the correctional center, he'd be housed on a 23 and 1 status where he'd be locked up for 23 hours a day. So he had thought there would be more freedom at the correctional center, but in the end, it doesn't make much difference. So he elected to remain at the jail.
Meanwhile, a county await developments in another case that has a connection to young Dolph's murder. A grand jury in Tipton County indicted one of two suspects police say is responsible for a November 12, 2021 shooting of two women in Covington. Investigators say they found Trayon Ingram with the weapon connected to the shooting. They say a white Mercedes used in the shooting in Covington is the same car used in young Dolph's death. We learned early on a lot of people were in the car between the time it was carjacked last November from a gas station on Kirby Parkway to the November 12th Covington shooting and the November 17th shooting of young Dolph. Ingram is in a DeSoto County jail on unrelated charges. Johnson and Cornelius Smith will be back in court September 16th. In Memphis, Jeremy Pierre, Fox 13 News.
Well, Memphis police have not confirmed if Ingram is connected to young Dolph's murder.
Okay, you guys, were y'all able to hear that? Now, y'all know my antennas went. Hold on, what is that? No, my antennas went. Okay, y'all know my antennas went up when I heard that he was trying to get moved to another jail. Now, I know they're saying that according to his attorney, I really think they're trying to save face. That's what I think. For him to say, well, he thought that there would be more, he would get more movement and things of that nature, because he's downstairs in protective custody. He's been down there all that time. I don't really believe that's the reason that Straight Drop wanted to go to another jail. I think Straight Drop don't want to have to face what's getting ready to come, because I this is just my opinion. Nobody has told me. I think Straight Drop has started talking. I really do. I believe he has started talking. And if you look at Straight Drop has aged about 30 years. And I hate that. I have to look at him. When I was just looking at him then, I was like, this is a young man that's stressed out to death. And it don't make me feel good. I had to think about that. And I don't want y'all to get mad at me, because I'm talking about my subscribers. I ain't talking about them in the bushes that ain't even subscribed, that come over here to see what I got to say. Not you. I'm talking about my subscribers. Okay? That's here for good, for the good. I have to think. I look at him, and even though we know he's got to pay for what he did, he's still a young man. Young Dolph was still a young man, and it was wrong what they did to him. But at the same time, yeah, you're right, Miss Deborah. He did it to himself. He looks like he has aged 30 years, but I think he's trying to run. And the reason why I say there are some sentiments there is because I know that Straight Dropping them were paid to do that. And even though they're out in the streets and they're street dudes, and I'm not making excuses for them. I'm not making excuses for them. But y'all have to understand that I have a history of working with the youth. And so when you have people like Straight Drop that was already troubled, and they're looking for some type of validation from these old, nothing, crusty, cuckabug head Negroes, okay, that really send them out on dummy missions. Okay. Anyways, let me get on back to that, because I'll get to that a little bit later on, because y'all know I always talk about that. But I feel like Straight Drop is running because Straight Drop has started talking. Okay. You think about how people talk about, Cornelius Smith and how Cornelius was never seen with Straight Dropping them, and he's not on any pictures or anything like that. Uh just like this young man, this Trayon young man, Doo-Wop or whatever his name, went under the radar. Those two situations to me are similar. So just because people go up under the radar doesn't mean that they are not guilty. And when I say those two situations are different, we had never heard of a Doo-Wop or whatever his name is, Whoppy, or whatever his name is, Trayon Ingram. We had never heard of him. So hey, those two situations are similar in that aspect. As far as Cornelius, who was a career criminal, who would not talk. Most burglars and robbers don't talk. He's about 10 years, almost about 10 years older than Straight Dropping them, so he was more experienced. Okay. But I think that Straight Drop is trying to run because he know at some point that boy coming in that jail. He's coming right in that jail that Straight Drop is in. Because I kind of believe, even though it's the Covington situation, I believe he's going to have to come in that jail for something. Because they're all kind of intertwined in this young dog situation. And not just that, it's some more stuff that's not even though that's a Covington indictment, it's some more stuff that's getting ready to happen. And Straight Drop is trying to run. He's trying to run. Yes, Salapi still had the weapon. Yeah, and the mere fact that that young man still had the weapon, it just goes to show that they really not, they don't think. Okay. So that's why I put you can run, but you can't hide. And just when I was just looking at that video just a few minutes ago, I was like, dog, Straight Drop was in court yesterday trying to get moved, and he changed his mind at the last minute when he found out he was going to be on 23-1. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. When he found out he was going to be on 23-1. But I mean, at some point, those young men some of them going, especially some of these future ones, they're going to be arrested. And they're going to have to, once they're, they go to court and stuff, they're going to be sent right out there to their correction center. I'm talking about some of these ones that we ain't seen yet. Because they have due process too. They're going to come through that jail. And I think Straight Drop, it may be 10 years like that basketball player when would be solved. And no, Young Dog's case is basically already, Miss Tip, they got two of the killers already. And that's just two of them. Y'all, in the weeks and stuff to come, y'all will start to see more stuff. Like I said, one thing about this trial, this case, in any case, it can't be kept secret forever. Everything. But that young man getting arrested was just that's nothing. It just means that probably Straight Drop told. And that's, he's not the only one that he told on. That's why he's trying to get out of Dodge. But I mean, they gonna come right out to the correction center too. Where he was trying to get moved to. And then decided to stay, And I could tell just looking at Ganguly, he looks so defeated. He just because see, Ganguly is one of those attorneys that that kind of convince he's the plea bar. He's the plea king. He's a good attorney, but he's always working to get his people um stick a fork in dude. He done. Yeah, Tez, he done. He done. He ain't the only one that's done though. You know. And I know a lot of people gonna say, well, Straight Drop should not have, opened his mouth or whatever. Okay. But look at how they've just kind of left him out there. I feel like he's just kind of been let and hey, when you do wrong, wrong follow you. It was nothing good that was gonna ever come out of this situation anyway, you guys. It was nothing good that was gonna ever come out of this, you know. But I think he's doing good to start talking. I mean, like somebody was saying last night, that's his get back. That's the only thing he can do. And a lot of people say, well, he a rat. He shouldn't do that. No, he doing right. I want justice for Dog for real. Demon says he needs to open his mouth if he doesn't want to be locked up for the right. Because when Judge Coffee has said before 60 years, he looked like he was about to stroke out. I think a lot of people got the issues confused. They think that life is 25 years. And then somebody probably make a fool out of him and say, oh, you ain't gonna even do 25. You go do that little time, you get out, and you spend this money that we paid you to go kill him. Okay. And it don't work out like that. And you could tell that his life was falling apart when Judge Coffee said life is 60 years. That was one of the first times that they went to court. And he looked like, you saw his eyebrows look like he was about to croak. And he has aged 30 years. A 24-year-old man looks like he's way over in his 40s. He looked like he way over in his 40s. So that person that got on my live that day, that left that comment on my live one day, up under one of my videos one day, and said, what you don't understand is Straight Drop whole family is going to be taken care of. His family ain't gonna never have to worry about nothing. I said, so what you're trying to say to me is, and then that person went on to say in the same comment, ain't nobody gonna be able to touch Gotti. He guarded like the president. So it'll have to be somebody within his immediate camp because he guarded like the president. Now, I don't know who it was because they was up under a fake page, and I don't give a damn who it was, other than they ignorant as hell. That's all I know. But I replied, so you mean to tell me? So what you're saying to me is Straight Drop was paid to mess up his life as well as Dolph's life. That's what you're saying? They never replied again. And this is the kind of stuff that's happening. Okay? That he messed his life up. These young boys are being paid to mess their lives up. They don't think about that they're not going to get away with it. Straight Drop did not think about that he was not going to get away with it and he was going to be looking at 60 years, which is really all of his natural life. Hell, he'd be about almost 85 years old if he ever got out. 60, hell yeah. 60 years is a long time. He'd become so adjusted to jail, he wouldn't even want to get out, like on life. Right. And I could tell, with how Straight Drop's attorney, right. I agree with you, Miss Shirley. She said Straight Drop's attorney may have told him if he don't help himself, he can't help him either, which is true, right? If he don't try to help himself, he can't do nothing for him. I mean, at least if he, start making some deals instead of 60 years, they might give him 30. He get out when he's 50 something. But that's still a long time just because, you know, you might have been a little salty with a man and then you let somebody pay you to go take him out because you was salty with him. Ted says, I don't think he has any money out here for real. I don't know. Allegedly, the rumor is that, Teasy or somebody ran off with his money. That story has changed so much. The first time they said Teasy ran off with it. Then somebody said his manager ran off with it. So, I don't, I tend not to believe that one because there is no stability to it. There is no stability to it. It could be true, but it has changed a couple times. Okay. So when the stories start changing, I dismiss them. Demon says he's going to come out doing drive-bys in a wheelchair. But yeah, y'all, I think he's running because his attorney, I know the type of attorney that he has. And his attorney always worked with plea deals. That's what he did with Cheryl Wright. That's what he's known for. They call him the plea king. Ganguly, and he's good with working good deals for his people. If you go back and look at some of my videos, the ones, where they backed up, okay, I don't want to get into that. Some of my videos, you will see where I said that Ganguly is a good attorney and he's known as a plea king. He's good with working really good deals for his clients. But I said from the beginning, he's going to have to open his damn mouth. So, trying to run to another, I don't think there's a facility that he can go to that he's going to be able to hide. He's going to run into some of those young men. I'm talking about some of the ones that's going to be arrested that ain't even been arrested yet. So when I saw that, I was like, I am glad that Dolph is getting justice because, I've said that from the very beginning, you guys, that I wanted to see that young man get justice. I didn't care what nobody said. I never cared what anybody else said. I truly wanted justice and I never straddled the fence on that. I never straddled the fence on that. Right, Tez, and he still got to deal with the people that loved off in prison. Ganguly don't have time for that nonsense. He's got other clients to attend to. He can't ride nowhere in Memphis jails. I can't think. He can't hide nowhere. No, he can't hide anywhere in Memphis jails. But I've said from day one, you guys, that I wanted for the young Dolph to have justice. I wanted there to be justice for him. And so I've never straddled the fence. When I wasn't sure about something, I sat back and watched or waited for a credible source to say something. I always said I felt like they had the right people. Daryl said he's glad he's eating it up. It's eating him up. I always felt like they had the right people. And I always said that those were not the only ones that was out there. See, I was trying to keep everybody on the right track, y'all, even back then, okay? When folks was talking about that picture. I was trying to keep everybody on track. Even then, I said, don't worry about that picture. That's something that they put out. They do that with any case. And then I was like, is this for real? Like, I really didn't, because for a long time I didn't say anything about it. I was like, is it for real? That people really, going off of this picture that they got from a video and put out just to get a bite. And so then I started trying to tell everybody, y'all, that's practice. That's what they do when they're trying to get a bite. And then I kept telling y'all, do y'all know how many witnesses was out there that they angled that they put out that particular picture and video because they had a little video of them getting out the car, running, creeping from around the car and shot that boy like that. I said that washer and dryer place is always loaded. And then there's always a lot of people over at the gas station. I said, but y'all, there was cameras everywhere. I kept putting out nuggets and trying to tell y'all. I said, y'all, there was cameras everywhere because that's a high crime area. So they got every angle. And then I also said from day one, I said, y'all, those were not the only people out there. And so then I kept putting out nuggets and saying, y'all, there was an order for him not to walk out that shop. Who was Cornelius Smith? Fabo said, no one knows who he is. It's crazy that Straight Drop used to be boys with Key Glock. He's in his music video. Well, you know, Dolph used to be real cool, Brandon, with Yo Gotti. Dolph and Yo Gotti was seen on stage together. People get cool and they fall out, right? Straight Drop and them went to school together. So, you know, just because he, you know, and I mean, you say who is Fabo can't speak for everybody. Who is speaking for himself because he don't know everybody to say nobody knows him. Okay. And you asking me, do I think that I don't know if they'll ever be released, but if I was Dolph's family, if they ever released any of that video to the public, I'd own the state, I'd own the city. Because I'd sue the pants off of them. Because no human, maybe some of these folks in these third world countries, you know, especially when they really ain't, you know, some of these people are so desensitized to death. I mean, they kill their own family members and shit. So maybe some people in a third world country, they want to see the damn video, but I don't think no human being that's not desensitized to evilness would ever want to see it. I don't. And if they ever released it, they need to be sued. Okay? We live in a world where a bunch of damn hackers and shit. So, I mean, if I was a family, I'd go after them too. Okay? Brandon, I'm not going to address another question, but I'm just going to say this to you, okay? You'll have to go over there to Big Moochie Grapes page and ask him that, okay? Because I mean, everybody done drew a triangle. Does that make them a murderer? Especially if they took geometry. Child die. Right. Why would anybody want to see that video? You know, why would anybody want to see that video? You say he just pissing you off. Well, Brandon, I think you mad at the wrong people. I think you should follow the trail of the police. That's if you truly want justice for Dog. Okay. Now, follow the trail of the police. That's the trail I follow. Joy Loves God says, I wouldn't want to see it. Too heartbreaking. No, I wouldn't want to see that. Don't nobody with human feelings want to see that. And you have to think about Dog's family. I mean, even if they showed it, there ain't nobody that can dissect that video. The people that needed to see it saw it. And that is so that they can make an analysis and do their investigation. Nobody on this internet has the authority to make any analysis to help that investigation to go make an arrest or an indictment. Period. So what they need to see it for? I don't want to see it. Just his arm hanging out that window traumatized me. His arm out that window traumatized me. I don't want to see it. And that's something that's not going to go away. His children would have to grow up and see that. That's one of the last visions of their father. And people ain't thinking about that. Folks just gone money crazy and they pathetic. It's a lot of people that are pathetic. Okay. So as I was saying about that crime scene out there, I think I've said this before, you guys, about that picture that they put out to the news. That little one picture meant nothing. Okay. That's something that they do all the time. Hell, that's something that I can't understand that unless you're from another country, like maybe you're a foreigner. I don't know if they, how it is in those countries. But when you're if you lived in the United States, we see when there is a murder, they put pictures out all the time. We don't even pay any attention to that. Oh, okay, that's a picture for the crime scene. That's a little snapshot that they got of the suspects or whatever. I mean, they do it on every news station in America. So why, when they did it with this young Dawes case, so many people put a lot of emphasis on what was and what wasn't. If there was a order for the young man not to come out the shop, do y'all think that those were the only people out there? Do y'all believe that? I don't. I don't believe it. I've never believed it. Yeah, but Tambora, who now don't take this personal now. Who are you or me to demand a video and we're not his family? Now don't take that personal. I'm just being for real. If his family ain't demanded it, who are you or me to? Who are we to sit up and say, okay, well, I want to see it, and his family is saying that's our loved one, and I don't want that out. Who are we? Just because of curiosity, who are we to tell the police, mess your case up because I'm curious? If we truly want justice. Okay. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you listen to that prosecutor, he said, I understand what you're saying, Tambora. I understand. But if you listen to that prosecutor, when I believe it was one of those, it was Jeremy Pierre or one of those um reporters said, have you seen the video of the murder? He said, yes. He said, can you tell us what was on it? He said, I can't do that. So the prosecutors have seen it. The Memphis police investigators have seen it. And Dawes' family is quiet because they seem to be, as far, because when families are not happy, you hear them screaming on every rooftop. And they got the media to do it. They would have the media's ear. Okay. Cornelius got a good lawyer, King. What's that, King of Hugo? And I don't care how good your lawyer is. If they got video and evidence of you, the only bag you gonna have is that bag to the penitentiary. That bag that they give you out there at the pen. A good lawyer get your money. Cornelius got a good lawyer. Why hasn't he gotten him bond yet? I wonder why he ain't got bond. Schultz is an expensive lawyer, and he's a good one. Okay. Take that up with the Lion bloggers putting absolutely. You know, Tambora, I don't know. Are you going somewhere with that? And how do you know that all of them are from the police department? Are you sure about that? Or is that something that you heard? Okay. They say he cousins with Trick or Trey. I don't know anything about no Trick or Trey. And see, that's another thing too. And let me just say this because I'm gonna have to go ahead and okay, just reports. Okay, well, see, you're not sure. And let me just say this because I got to go ahead and get this out in the atmosphere. Okay. Some people were sending me some emails this morning about that video that I did because for some reason people get mad at you when you don't do what they feel like you should be doing. I done told y'all now how I am about that. I done told y'all. Don't ever think you can control me, okay? Okay. Hold on, my phone starts going off at the same time. So a lot of people, some people was sending me emails, they were fake emails, because they're mad because they want to try. See, that's how you know that there's a narrative that's being pushed because each and every person has the right to say and believe whatever they want to say and believe. Anytime you get people trying to force a narrative or getting mad at somebody else because they're not going along with what they want them to go along with. See, I understand if there is a narrative push and the more people say it, the more credible whoever is pushing it seems, and the more subscribers and viewers that they get. I know the damn game. I just ain't never been no damn bobblehead. Kiss my ass. How about that? Because I'm gonna always, if I have to stand alone, if it ain't right, I can't stand on the side of what's wrong. I done told y'all that. I'm not standing on the side of what's wrong, and I don't fence straddle. Okay, I don't fence straddle, and I don't stand on what's wrong, and I don't go along to get along. I'll stay at home before I go along just to get along and be yeah, oh, okay, no, that ain't me. It never have been. Okay, that has never been me. But people got mad at me because they want me, if I say, damn it, that I've never heard a credible source say that Raven was involved. That's what I mean. I've said from the start, I don't know who's going to be implicated. If she be implicated later on, then I don't know. But I have not heard a reliable source, a credible source say it. And my credible sources come straight from out of the place. it's going to come from out of their police department or their DA's office. I ain't heard it. So if I have not heard it from a credible source, why would I get on here and put the girl's life in danger? Folks sit up and say, well, you know, you heard all them lies. I ain't never really looked at none of Raven's videos. I've seen maybe about 2 interviews that she's done. And the only thing, because I can say what I say, I've said, the only thing I've said was, I think she needs to stop because she's putting herself in danger. You go back and look at any of my damn videos from months ago. That's what I said. And then what people were saying, well, don't you think she did it? And I went out there. Were you? So when they start coming at me, well, you know she was out there. Now I went out there. That means you was out there. Did you kill him? Because see, anytime you can be that sure that somebody did something, that means your ass was out there and need to be looked at. You don't come to my page and try to bully me. That makes me mad. Or send me no emails. I told y'all this is one of my triggers. Because I feel like everybody should be able to believe what they want. But I'm not going to get on my platform and attack that girl. And I have not heard from a credible source. If I heard from any police officer or anybody in that DA's office that girl, that it was something fishy with her, and just because they ain't told me don't mean nothing. Hell, the case ain't over yet, but we ain't seen them implicate her either. I would go, wait a minute, just like with Pre. I would go, now, hold on, wait a minute. Now, it might be something fishy with that. I don't know. But as I've always said, I don't know who worked in that cookie shop. I don't know who worked in there. I don't know who the workers were. Okay? And when I say stuff like that, that means that, I mean, that leaves anything open. But it still don't change that I ain't heard nothing. I don't know Raven. I don't know anybody at that cookie shop. I done walked in that cookie shop about 3 times and got some damn butter cookies. And I still didn't know nobody in there. Her mama was there. Okay? So I ain't got to try to cover for nobody like, no, you cover for them police officers. How in the hell I'm going to cover for some damn police officers? I ain't got that kind of power. So I ain't going to get on here and put nobody's damn life in danger. And it's funny how if I throw nuggets out there and I say, there was a consistent pattern of somebody trying to kill him, maybe y'all should go revisit that. That people don't want to talk about that. I don't understand why. Because if I hear something, okay, if I've heard somebody's name, I always try to reference y'all back to some stuff so you can pick up on it yourself. I'm not gonna feed you a bunch of bullshit. My life already too hectic. I can't do that. Okay. Don't nobody want to do that. I've been saying from day one, it ain't gonna be it ain't that hard. All you got to do is just look back in the past. It ain't that hard. And then even with some of the stuff that's been coming out, who were those when they attempted his life 2 times before? Who were those people affiliated with? The people that have been accused of this. Who are they affiliated with? Now I know a lot of people say, well, we don't know who Cornelius was affiliated with. That's why we can't say he wasn't affiliated with him, because we don't know. Not unless you know who was out there. Not unless y'all know Cornelius personally. You would never hear me get on here and say, I've always said that I believe that the P2 that they have, because it was more damn folks out there, y'all know that the 2 that they have, I believe 99, they have, it's 99.99% the people, those two that was standing out there on that video. I said I'd give it a 0.1% chance because there's always room for error. I said that. Okay. That's what I said. So that's why when folks think they're gonna walk up in here and on my chat and do a smear campaign, and it's a flat out smear campaign. And whoever don't like it know what they could do. And I'm not gonna say kiss my ass no more because they be wanting to do that. Because some of them are a bunch of damn criminals anyways. Okay. I'm not going to support that smear campaign. It's a damn shame when these medias, a lot of them have been put on here to destroy young Dolphin. What remains of him, I know I know the play. And they get mad at me because I know it ain't gonna change. Knowledge is power. But as I've always said before, it ain't nothing illegal about misleading people and putting out false narratives. It's this other shit that they've been doing that is illegal. I don't know how much money some of these folks have been getting paid, but I'm telling you, they done shot off. And that's all I can speak on that. That's all I can say about that. Okay. Okay. Old school said straight drop has to see the parole board. But back to what I was saying about straight drop. I feel like straight drop is running. See, okay. Well, I can't say that. And what he goes to, wherever he's going to be, he would not be going back to court until the back. I sure can't read that. And what he goes to, wherever he's going, he will not be going back to court until the back of time is done. Okay. It's not his decision when the parole board sent a date he has to go. I thought I heard his attorney say that he was trying to request to go. But I know he's got that federal, for that sexual assault. He was on probation and he violated, right? That's right. Joy loves God. Straight drop is in the feds for violation of probation. But the thing that really gets me though is that, of course, you see some of these media companies that have set up on YouTube, and a lot of them are not controlled by any of us. But I'm gonna tell you, it's a damn shame before God when we set up and let them control us, and we do anything. These folks gonna run and hide because a lot of them ain't legal. They're doing all this hacking and shit. Do these Negroes think that these Arabics and these Hispanics and stuff gonna stand behind them when the shit hit the fan? Do they think that? No, because a lot of their family members ain't legal over here. I ain't seen it yet. And these Negroes get beside themselves. But I wouldn't give a damn about that. There's stuff in place for stuff like that. But I'm riding with what the police say until the wheels come off. I'm not fence riding. And it has never been, in my opinion, Young Dolph against Yo Gotti. It has never been that in my eyes. It's always been what's right and what's wrong. And if Yo Gotti stands on the side of what's wrong, I can't stand with him. I'm not saying that Yo Gotti, I can't say that. It's not for me to say that he had anything to do with Dolph's murder. But what I have saw is tackiness from him and his damn artist with that dissing. That's wrong right there. That's dead wrong. Okay. I agree with you, D-Mon. And so you got somebody that, like me, because see, I don't really care about standing alone. Do y'all really think that YouTube is my damn source? Because I'm gonna be talking about my missing persons cases and my cold cases, and I ain't gonna be violated either by nobody in they foreigner that know how to hack. I was posting this shit before I even knew anything about money on YouTube. And y'all think that I came on YouTube just this, because I'm trying to make a living? When you garbage, you don't know anything about kingdom work. When you used to bottom feeding and causing problems all the time. You don't know anything about awareness. I've been doing awareness work. It just so happens that this Dolph's case was going on. I have quite a few officers from. It's one that be in here that work right down there in that jail. I was talking to him and he was talking to y'all in the chat. That man straight dropped. And I made a mistake and said one night, let me ask him. He on here. Work right in the gang unit. Be right here in my damn chat. I be asking him, you at work? Okay. So you're not gonna see me getting on here and capping because I don't have to. I don't go calling people, tell me what's going on, tell me what's going on, tell me what's. I don't do that. I just happened to go downtown Friday because I had some business to take care of. And saw somebody I knew to work in that DA's office and said, girl, and I got right on here Saturday, I believe, and talked about it. Girl, it's getting ready to be some more indictments. I said, for real? Okay. So I'm not going to cap. And I'm always stand on the side of what's right. That's just how I am, y'all. That's how I am. And I'm not going to waver. Now, if the police investigators indict Raven, then I'll say, well, Raven was involved. I ain't heard them say that. I ain't heard them say nothing about it. Not even the ones I know. I have not heard them say anything. And as I said, I don't know everything that's going on in this case. They ain't got to say nothing to me. But because I haven't heard it, I can't attack her. I can't do it. Why? Because somebody else say it and everybody else doing it. That's not how I live my life. I ain't no fucking follower. That's not how I do it. And everybody got a right to feel how they feel. I'm not saying don't feel how you feel. Everybody got that right to do that. I'm just saying what I can't do. And that's what pisses me off because people don't want to respect that. You don't try and treat me like I'm some damn high school damn kid. Well, you must not, because you don't know. You don't say, I must not nothing. Okay? That's not how I roll. But I find it really weird when I say, when I start trying to lead people in the right direction, and because it's not who the direction or who they might want it to be, or they have issues with that. They tried to kill the damn boy twice that we know of. Do y'all hear me? There was an order for the boy not to come out the damn cookie shop. Do y'all really think them two clowns that's down there in that jail were the only two out there, and y'all got the nerve to be talking about a damn picture? Just because y'all wanted to see everything else. Do y'all really believe that they came alone? Hell no. See, people worry about the wrong stuff. And then a lot of these folks say they want justice for dog. Why witness tamper? These witnesses are going to be the ones, just like they have been thus far. I just can't believe Straight Drop opening his mouth more. I believe Cornelius been talking. Okay. You got CEO Bobby down there in that jail. CEO Bobby ass was on the 5th floor for the longest. They don't put nobody with that kind of bond on the 5th floor unless they're trying to protect him. And why would they want to try to protect just a regular criminal? I've been throwing all these nuggets out from day one. I've been told y'all that. You got Bang Gang down there. Bang Gang, whatever, Wayne Gang down there. You don't know what he's saying. But I do know Straight Drop ain't trying to run for nothing. I told y'all, I said Cornelius down there in the annex. He ain't down there in high profile custody anymore. Now, as a matter of fact, let me be honest about it. Somebody got on here and said, Tamara, it's not showing on the site that Cornelius is in protective custody. Y'all know I'm gonna always tell the truth because I don't check these sites like that. I'll check them when I'm on here with y'all. I said, really? So I checked it myself because I couldn't believe it. And I said, well, let me see where he at. Because I was thinking, well, maybe hell, they took him up to the 4th floor. Because that's where he was supposed to go. With his type of charges and bond. The same place CEO Bobby is supposed to be. And then I saw he was in the annex. So I said, the annex? That's one of the, like those program pods too. Why the hell Cornelius in the annex? And so then I called somebody, and I told y'all when it happened, when somebody said something to me about 2 months ago. I said, the person said, child, girl, please. It was an order. Child, I just work here. They told me to go get him and bring him up here. I said, oh, I see. Okay. And it came from the very top. It don't mean he innocent, because he ain't. It just means that his lips might have been a little looser before straight drops, right? Thank you, William Harris. I appreciate that. So I've been trying, y'all. I thank God for my subscribers, because they have to help to reel me on back in, because I'll lose my temper in a minute. Because I get mad when people start sending me them emails and stuff thinking they're going to control me. Okay. And you can only imagine how much money whoever orchestrated this, they got to have some money, because they even paying all types of medias to change narratives. Y'all need to let that sink in, instead of eating up everything that you hear and see. Try and figure out some more stuff. Think outside of the box. If you listen to CJ Davis, and I had never even looked at that press conference the night that Dolph was killed. And when that lady said, I had never seen it. I didn't. Okay. But when that lady said, if you ain't got to go out, don't go out. That let me know that what they were saying about these folks spending, see, I don't live in the hood. I haven't lived in the hood in years. I got family there. And that girl, people be shooting this stuff in the hood all the time. But when we were seeing these people getting on YouTube talking about that there was some retaliation going on, a lot of people didn't think anything of that, because it was being debunked, or people was denying it. They was changing narratives. One ain't nothing, and I know the city officials will try to cover that up, because they don't want people to know that they can't get no damn crime under control. I know how that works. Okay. But when I heard CJ Davis say it, when I finally looked at that video, I said, well, hell, it is true. Them folks was out there spinning. That same damn night that Dolph was killed, they was out there spinning. She said, if you ain't got to go out, don't go out. I worked for the police department too long. I know when something is going on. I worked right in there with them damn chiefs. I know their lingo when it's something going on. And they don't want to send pandemonium to the public. I know the politics of it. I said, well, hell, it is true. They was out there spinning. She said, if you don't need to go out, don't go out. I said, well, hell, it is true what they were saying. They was out there retaliating. They was showing their asses. They was showing out. And then so the reporter said, there's a rumor about Privé, are you all protecting Privé? And she almost let it slip. She said, if there's anything, as a matter of fact, let me pull it up for y'all because I don't want to get it wrong. I worked back there with them chiefs for too long, and I sat in them meetings with them. And I heard everything they said, and I know they lingo when they trying to cover up some stuff. Hold on.
Good evening, everyone.
Hold on.
By this unfortunate incident, we are committed to working with the community to stop these senseless murders. We're also dedicated to bringing those.
We're going to fast
528-2274. And now I'll take a few questions.
Chief, should there be a curfew put in place?
Now listen to what she said.
One state representative call for a curfew, fearing that there could be retaliation. Do you think that's a good idea?
Well, we're taking all of these requests into consideration, and we're continuing to communicate with our city officials and evaluate the situation so that we can make the best decision. And it doesn't mean that we won't have a curfew at some point in time, but right now we think that the deployment of our officers in the specific areas that are impacted the most will be enough presence for tonight. And as I said before, we are encouraging everyone to stay in if they don't have to be out.
Have you had any incidents or shootings that you might think are related to what happened today with the young girl?
Well, we have investigations that are going on right now, and the Memphis Police Department, along with our federal partners, will look at every investigation and every piece of evidence to try to solve this particular case. We can't say for sure that it's associated with anything else at this time.
There have been some circulating on social media about this shooting here, this rapper's house, this restaurant. And we understand, was any of that accurate or true?
Listen to what she say on this.
Well, I haven't vetted all the social media. There have been erroneous posts on social media, and what we're trying to do is monitor the facts and ensure that we provide the facts to the public as well. So what we see on social media may not be accurate.
Have we been given a suspect information? I know it happened in the middle of the day.
We are still speaking with witnesses. We do have witnesses that are communicating with the police department right now.
Is there any video footage?
We don't know for sure just yet. We are checking every camera, every piece of footage that could be in the surrounding area to help us further this investigation.
You mentioned increased police presence at
Yes.
areas of concern. Club Privé, Yogati's Club. Is that an area of concern? Is it open? Is there extra security from NPD on that?
Don't know if that particular location is open, but any location that might be affiliated with anyone that has a connection or we think could.
Did y'all hear what she said? Did y'all just hear what she said? I'm going to rewind it. They let you know these people knew from the beginning what was going on. And I ain't accusing nobody.
With anyone that has a connection or we think could potentially have a connection, our officers are providing presence, and that is including the area where the shooting took place as well.
Y'all see how she hesitated? I've been trying to tell y'all from the beginning, y'all. These people knew, and you heard what she said. And I ain't accusing nobody.
Connection, our officers are that might be affiliated with anyone that has a connection or we think could potentially have a connection.
See there?
Is there extra security from NPD on that?
Don't know if that particular location is open, but any
that means they had checked it out because they were not open. Remember, they had closed everything down.
Location that might be affiliated with anyone that has a connection or we think could potentially have a connection, our officers are providing presence, and that is including the area where the shooting took place as well.
Say how many times he was shot?
Can't say that right now.
What can you tell us behind the motivation of the shooting?
Just don't know. This was a shooting that occurred at a cookie shop, and we're just not sure what that motivation was, and it's a little bit too early for us to tell.
Last question. Do you know if he was inside the business or outside, if he was buying cookies, visiting? There's talks that he had just delivered some turkeys during a charity. Can you just talk about what you know about his movements at that time?
Today, the victim was inside the business, and we can't say that.
Thank
One
you.
one final question. As a crime forum chief, you talked.
Now I have fast forwarded. We didn't look at the whole video today. It was only 5 minutes, but she talked about how we have witnesses working with us. I done told y'all it was a lot of people out there that saw exactly what happened. Y'all think those people didn't know those folks in that area? Everybody in that area know each other. Hell, Cornelius lived 2 streets over. He lived 4 minutes from that cookie shop. If they all hung out in that area, y'all think that they didn't know him? Even if they didn't hang out every day, y'all think that they didn't? These people were affiliated, were involved in some of the same, and when I say doing some of the same things, burglary, robbery, auto theft. Okay. So y'all, that's why I never get off track. I'm going to thus far. I've listened to the police, and and because they work. You heard us say our federal entities. They've been working with the FBI. I was told by somebody they started working with them 2 days after. You heard her say that night our federal entities are working with us. So if they was brought in that early on, that means they already knew what was going on and how deep it was. Hell, the DEA up in it now. How long they done been up in it? That's the Drug Enforcement Administration. How deep is it? That's why I say, y'all, let all of this stuff play out. It's playing out. Y'all gonna get to see the meat and the potatoes of it. Hell, I don't know everything that's going on, but I know a lot of this shit that I hear ain't true. Okay. I know that. Okay. So when it's all said and done, people can believe whatever they want to believe. I'm not trying, that's not something I'm not trying to get people to believe me. I'm just saying, ain't nothing I said ever changed and it never will. And as it relates to Raven in that cookie shop, I don't have anything to say about Raven in that cookie shop because I ain't heard nobody, I hadn't heard any credible sources say anything about it. For those that have looked at her videos, okay, I haven't looked at her videos. I have not looked at her her interviews. And so because a credible source has not said it to me, I cannot jump on my platform and attack Raven. Hell, even the people that have had a history of trying to take them out, you ain't really heard me attacking them. If I ain't jumping on my platform to attack them, I'm not going to attack somebody that I've never heard a credible source say was involved, y'all. I can't do that. Just because somebody say I had believed it. That's not how I do it. Okay. You know, I hear a lot of people talk about Dr. Kia Moore. I've never, the only video I've seen of Dr. Kia Moore, I just happened to pull her up one day and she was preaching. And that was it. I hadn't seen any other interview. See, I don't get into stuff like that. I just as for me, and a lot of people can say I'm wrong. You know, and it ain't wrong if that's how I want to do it. As far as kill more and Raven, I don't put my focus on stuff like that. I'm just being real. I don't. Now, if the police implicate them, then I'll put my focus on that. I ain't never heard their names, y'all. I ain't never heard their names. I kind of focus on the names and the groups of people that's affiliated with some of the names that I've heard. And you don't really hear me going after them. I'll throw something out there hoping y'all catch it, because regardless to whether I say it or not, it ain't gonna change a damn thing. They asses is gonna be indicted and they going to jail. That's it. And it ain't got nothing to do with me. It's got everything to do with them. And when they get through playing all these damn media so that they won't mess up their image or whatever they doing, it ain't gonna change a damn thing, because you're gonna reap what you sow in the end. They was wrong for killing that boy. And these folks that's on here trying to change the narrative, they're gonna have to answer to God. Some of them ain't got no souls. But if you come from a Christian background, if you believe in God, whatever background you come from, if you got some type of belief in God, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for what you're doing. And then you got the nerve to get mad at me because you can't drag me along. Hell no, you can't do it. Because I'm willing to bet everything I got that what I've said, that's what it's going to be in the end. And I stand 10 toes down on that. I wouldn't care what nobody say right now. Let's talk about the ending. Let's bet on what I say right now is what it's going to be in the end. I can bet you that. Shoot, I done sat up here and got hot taking these braids and stuff out. I mean, getting ready to get these braids in, taking this other stuff out. Okay. But as far as straight drop, y'all, I believe he's running. Straight drop has aged about 30 years. And it's a shame. That don't make me feel good. And it don't make me a bad person. To see a 23, 24-year-old man that has screwed his life up. Now he finally realizes, since he done detoxed and been left out there, that he was played. And it was easy to play on his emotion because he was already salty. And now his life is basically over. And so he done aged about 30 years. It ain't nothing in this world that, as a mother, as a woman, that could ever make me feel good about that. Ever. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Somebody looking at my vlog just called me and said, calm down. I said, okay. Yeah, okay. But I get passionate about this stuff. Tambora, what's wrong? Are you talking about straight drop? So I can't get on here and really dog straight drop out, other than, I'm glad Dolph is receiving justice. He's partially received it. Okay. But as far as seeing a young man age 30 years because of a bad decision that he made that has destroyed a lot of lives. They destroyed some lives when they took that boy out. That boy had children. He had a woman. He had parents. He had siblings. He had people that loved him. He had everything going for him. And because of their jealousy, along with the instigation and the motivation, which was the money, they went and destroyed some lives, and now they got to pay for it. So that ain't nobody's fault but theirs. But I truly believe, and I hope that he's in survival mode now. Okay. I believe he's in survival mode. Because 30 years look way better than 60. Okay. 30 years look better than 60. He'll be an old man when he get out, but he might live. But then, a lot of people say, but why should he? Dolph can't get up out that grave. No, he can't. He can't get up out that grave. He can't. They did the ultimate thing. They did the worst thing that they ever could have did. They killed that boy. And they was wrong. And the people behind it was wrong. And like I was saying the other night, I always talk about the roots of a tree. Straight drop them gonna wither away because they threw. Cornelius them through. These ones that y'all get ready to see be indicted through. But if they don't get, those are just the limbs and the branches. But if they don't dig up the roots of that tree, they ain't gonna do nothing but go grow some more rotten leaves and branches. That means they're gonna get out there and mess up some simple-minded young kids again by dangling money over their head. What they call them, bro. You go take him out. I'll take care of your family. What kind of world are we living in? So straight drop them gonna be convicted. The rest of them that's gonna get ready to be indicted gonna be. But if they don't really get the root of that tree, it's still a travesty of justice. It's still a travesty of justice. And that's the person that's throwing the money around, putting money on top, putting bags on top of people's heads. What kind of world would we live in? We could pay folks to go kill somebody and think we could live our best life. That's sick on a whole nother level and ain't worthy of being alive. You're too evil. Some people too evil to be alive. All because that man dared to be great and was great. The same thing that's going on YouTube. The same mentality that the people had that took Dolph out, they've hired some of these people on YouTube and they doing the same shit. Okay. And so ain't nothing gonna change. When the police say that Raven was involved, you're gonna hear me say, y'all, Raven was involved. If I hear, somebody passively say something to say that maybe somebody was in that cookie shop was involved, I'm gonna say, I don't know about that cookie shop now. I'm telling y'all my codes. But I ain't heard nothing. It don't mean nothing, but I ain't heard nothing. And so I'm not gonna get on my platform to attack her. So don't send me no emails asking me why a 40-something-year-old woman said something. Okay. Or trying to attack me because I take a stance on I'm not going to accuse somebody that I've never heard a credible source say was involved. Well, how you know she didn't do it? I don't know she didn't do it. I just know I haven't heard a credible source say that she has. Okay. So I'm not going to say that she has or had anything to do with it. That's not how I live my life. It's so many, it's so sad. It's so many games that's going on here. If y'all only knew the games that was going on here, if y'all only knew. Y'all, it is a game being ran. You know, I used to always say when I started my TV show and my media, and this is tying into this young dog situation. I want to always tell the truth. My dad said, "Well, I'm gonna buy you all the time, and you do what you need to do. You make something out of that on a whole damn channel all the time." Okay, and so um, I always spoke truth to power. I was so excited about getting on my TV show. I was like, I researched this. I worked, I was just so gun ho about it. I burned myself out because really I was supposed to be reselling that time, but I was like, I'm gonna use a lot of these slots for myself because I was sucking up so much knowledge. And I was like, I'm gonna come on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I was burned clean out at my studio. My kids was over there with me. They was plain tired, falling asleep in the studio because I was researching stuff. I was like, I got to put this out. I got to tell them about these politicians. This what they doing to us. Even though my damn dad was a politician. I was like, I got to talk about this. But he wasn't no crooked one either. Let me get that straight. I was like, I got to tell this. And folks was going to my dad saying, you see what your daughter doing. But they were scared though, because my dad wasn't nothing to play with. I was looking at her show, she was talking about this. And my dad said, yeah, what about it? That's what I bought it at time for. What you talking about? These cuckabug heads that was getting over on the people in Memphis. And I started getting the audience because I started doing a gospel show and people started tuning in. They wanted to hear what I had to say. They came after that. They wanted to hear that gospel music and listen to I started interviewing gospel artists, the Canton Spirituals, Lee Williams before he died. All these artists they love. That drew an audience to my channel. So then I was able to start putting a message out there. But you know what was so sad about it? Was that with our people, the same stuff that's going on here. When I started telling truth, I knew about these circles. They would go, yeah, but Tamara, it ain't nothing we could do about it. I said, what you mean? I'm telling y'all what to do. We gonna vote them out. Well, we do know this politician got the experience. I said, but he ain't doing a darn thing for our community. Well, I work late. I be missing voting. And then my eyes was opened up to a whole lot of other stuff. I said, God, our people is really lacking. So then when I started talking about these missing people, and I started having people coming from other states, especially from Missouri, to talk about their missing daughters and what was going on in the Black community, how they was snatching up our children. Because the main medias wouldn't talk about it. They wouldn't tell the truth about it. I had Black people calling me, even though we were the ones mostly affected. Tamara, I just love you, but can't you just, not talk about them talk about them missing kids and stuff? Can't you just play the gospel music and interview the gospel artists? I said, well, why not? Cause that stuff give me nightmares. It's negative. I said, what you mean? Our community is affected by this. They snatching up our kids and your grandkids and stuff. Yeah, but it's just so negative. I just have to let God handle it. I said, what? I gotta let God handle it. God gonna handle it all. We can't think about that. We can't talk about that. Y'all, our people bad off. And so I get on YouTube and it's the same shit going on, except for these niggas getting money and they gone crazy. These Arabics and these Hispanics are making a plum ass out of them with that hacking and shit. And these celebrities have bought off. Half of these medias you see sell, it's a form of advertisement. I'm in media, I know what it is. And so they push a narrative. So if I work for the police department and I get on here and tell you the truth, it goes against what they're trying to feed y'all. But you ain't gonna have to worry about a lot of them, because a lot of them you ain't gonna see no more, because they commit criminal acts. I get on here, I try to mind my business. And that's why I was saying, y'all keep y'all eyes open. Keep y'all eyes open. And when people say, well, you know, all these other people said, no, I'm not going to change because I know the truth. I know the truth. You ain't going to see me change. I ain't on here for no money. I'm on here to do a good deed. I'm on here to do a good deed. So when I start getting into stuff and telling stuff that people don't want to hear, even on my network, we got to come out of that. Well, we just got to let the Lord with a T handle it and get our heads up out the sand and see what's going on. Everybody comes into our community and dangles some money, and people be ready to do some sideshow freak shit for a little bit of damn money. And when they realize you can't be intimidated about, they really start getting into criminal stuff. I'm gonna stand on what's real. It ain't no need for me to be here if I can't give you what's real. It don't matter if it ain't but 2 people listening, as they say, 2 or 5. I'm gonna give you what's real. And getting on here going after people that I ain't never heard from a credible source say anything about, I can't do that. I've heard people say the inconsistencies that Raven has had or whatever. Hell, I don't know. I ain't looked at all of her interviews. I never really cared to look at all of her interviews because, I didn't dissect them, because I never heard anything about it other than they with their cookie shop. So when people say, well, why she say this and why she said that, I don't know why she said it. I'm not in her brain. I don't know. But because I don't know, it don't mean I'm going to attack her. I can't do stuff like that. But the names that I have heard, you're gonna see me say all the time, they're doing some shit that's tacky and messy. Because anytime you trolling the dead, you is a messy MF. You a tacky, low down, no good MF. And ain't nobody mad about that. You got folks but we all want justice for Dolph though, right? Y'all go after some of these other folks, but y'all ain't going after the people that's sitting up trolling Dolph. You got folks sitting up talking about they smoking on the Dolph pack. Y'all buying their music. Folks all down at the graveyard with a Thornton tombstone. And that video was ran up. It's in the millions. Ain't nobody said nothing about that, but we want justice. But we're gonna attack somebody and attack the people. That's how you know it's some shit in the game. You attack a person, and I don't know Raven. Okay, so you feel a certain way. I understand. Okay, I can understand that. Y'all say y'all looked at all her videos. Okay, I could accept that. But it's some shit in the game when you attack the people who say, "Well, I haven't heard that from a credible source, so I can't attack her." So now I'm gonna attack this person because they ain't in the in crowd with us. It's some shit in the game, and it's going straight over folks' head. It's one thing to attack her, but you attack the people who say, "Well, I ain't heard nothing, so I ain't gonna say nothing about her from a credible source." Oh, well, we got to go after them. Is something wrong with that? It's something wrong with that. Okay. So, I mean, child, I done preached myself into a sweat. I thought I had my air on. It was taking them tracks out because I'm getting ready to get my braids and my hair real thick. Whew. So, I mean, you know, it's all good. Like, I, I don't mind if I'm the only person that says I'm gonna wait. If my channel is the only channel, and I hear Player Co say it too. I see other channels too that don't that are not going after people. But if I say that I'm gonna wait it out and see what the police say, that's what I mean. And so when somebody start coming in here talking about they doing a campaign, because you can express your opinion, but then when you start trying, I know when somebody is expressing an opinion of how they feel, I can respect that. And I also know when somebody is trying to push a narrative that will not be tolerated in here. You're gonna have to take that garbage elsewhere. My moderator's gonna block your ass. I'm telling you now. Okay. I'm not playing that. It's too much garbage in the game. It's too much stuff going on. It's all types of stuff going on YouTube. Folks stealing people's information, selling information to foreigners. They're doing all kinds of stuff. Hacking into accounts. Y'all make sure y'all lock up y'all social security numbers and information and stuff. So you'll know anytime somebody run your information, they working with companies all down there in Dallas, Texas. But let me keep my mouth closed on that. I mean, that just came up. Okay. Y'all think I don't know that some of these people that get on my live are connected to some of these very people that are involved in this case? Y'all think I don't know that? I ain't never been nobody's fool. Okay. I've never been nobody's fool. Was what? Well, Tambora, they down. They hacking and getting folks information and selling it. Okay. And it's happening more in your state in the Dallas area. That I can say. But that ain't the only place. Okay. that DFW area. Whew, child. A class action lawsuit. Demon, you already know what's in the what's going on, don't you? You know exactly what to say. That's why I love her. I love all y'all too, though. All y'all know what to say. Okay. Committing all types of federal crimes. But do y'all think that I'm crazy enough if I sit up here and say, okay, y'all, I'm back. It seems like when I start talking about stuff, people start messing with my computer. But you know that is being handled too. Trust me when I tell you. Okay. I had to reboot it. I had to reboot it. Y'all, that Jessica Turnball trying to. That's okay. I'm getting ready to block her. Block it. I say it. That's what I call it. It. Because they trying to now. They're trying to spam my chat. Okay. So the only thing I'm saying is, and then I'm gonna get on back to straight drop. Is that everybody has a right to believe whatever they want to believe. Okay. But as for like for me, I can't accuse somebody and I have not heard a credible source. People can speculate all day. I have not heard anybody that I know say anything about Raven at the police department or in that DA's office. And as I always say, I've heard some names. I just haven't heard hers. I haven't heard any, and like I said, I keep telling y'all, I don't know who worked inside of that cookie shop. I don't know. Okay. People post all kinds of videos and they say whatever they want to say. If I don't agree with them, I just don't click on them or I'll go, I don't agree with that. But I sure don't get mad at them because I understand I don't have an agenda. And I understand in the end, I know what it's going to be. The truth is going to stand anyways. And I understand that people have a right to post whatever they want to on their page. Who am I to be going to somebody's page telling them what they can and can't post? Not unless it's slander about me. Not unless it's something illegal as it relates to me. Okay. So my narrative is not going to change, y'all. But as for straight drop, because that's what we was talking about, I had to get into that because people didn't really like that video I did about is the cookie shop involved. They didn't like that. I can't understand it. A lot of these people on YouTube are in their late 30s and 40s and 50s and up. And they got the nerve to be on here. But see, I understand, but I understand what's going on. Okay. I understand what's going on. But I can't be bought. Okay. I can't be bought. You can't buy me out. You can't buy me into doing what's wrong. And I think the way that things have been handled in this Doss case, a lot of stuff that has been, a lot of what's being done. Y'all think I don't know the vloggers who act like they are against each other, but they're not. They understand that going against each other and putting their names and stuff in the algorithm is what, I know. I know when you go, I know what's going on. They act like they're not. They act like they're going at each other, but they're actually keeping each other's name in the algorithm. That good cop, bad cop stuff. They together. I'm gonna come against you. Well, I'm gonna come over there and say what they did to you was wrong. And so then I started talking about on my vlog how sweet of a person you are. Start giving you more shout outs and stuff. I mean, I don't have a lot of subscribers anyways, y'all. So I can't even understand why they're so focused on me here. I be doing something all the time. I'm sitting here now, get ready to get my hair braided. So if I ain't got that many subscribers, why would people want to come against me? Because they know I'm telling the truth. They know I know the truth. And one thing about the truth, it don't change. It's a lot of other stuff that I could say, but I'm not going to say because I'm going to leave it for the feds to say. One thing about it, when people get on here and they start doing stuff, our people, they start getting into all kinds of criminal stuff. And I'm going to tell some of these vloggers something. Well, I ain't going to say that. That ain't even for me to say. Because they'll know in the end that they shouldn't have did it. Well, yes, I am. Some of these vloggers that wanna know who people are so bad they go and they get these hackers that's on YouTube. They might not be selling the information, but you still committing a crime when you go and hire them. And you think that these hackers are not going to tell? Dang, child, please. I don't want to talk about that. But anyways, you guys, I didn't get on here to keep y'all on here all day. But I wanted to get on here and I wanted to talk about straight drop. And I wanted to talk about, I feel like that straight drop is I feel like he's talking. And I knew it was gonna only be a matter of time because that's the type of attorney Ganguly is. He likes for his people, especially when they're guilty, he likes for them to talk so he can get them a good deal. I said that from day one. And I think now he's trying to run because if anybody know where the goods at, he sure know. He know where all the skeletons lie. But I mean, is he wrong? If they've done him like they say that we've been hearing on the internet, and we don't know if that's true, but we've just heard that they ran off with his money and all of that good stuff. Is he wrong for telling? Like, who's that? Is it Player Co yesterday in the chat said that's his get back. That's the only get back he can get. It's to tell on the people that have not been told. People talk about, well, we never heard anything of Cornelius. We had never heard about Trayon Ingram. So that just goes to show people can go up under the radar. And just because they go up under the radar don't mean they ain't guilty. But as I always say, y'all, I didn't think he was out of lower level protective custody, Lauren. I thought he was still down there. But I'm getting ready to let y'all know if he's down there right now because I'm getting ready to look it up. I'll know if he's still down there. I think he's still down there in protective custody. I'm getting ready to look it up though. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting ready to see. Let me see. Yeah, it do look like he's been moved to JM housing. That's why he wanted. It looks like they have moved him. He's not showing in lower level anymore. Hell, that's why he's been put up there with Cornelius them at. I think Cornelius is up there. Hell, he trying to get that. I know now he been probably been talking. He trying to get away. Let me see something. Cornelius is in JMG. Yeah, they've moved straight drop. And straight drop is in he's in JMD. Oh, it's some pressure being applied. He don't want to be in there. Yeah, he was requesting to transfer to another facility. I'm gonna call somebody today and see something. JM Housing. Hmm. They should keep them apart so they can't talk to one another. Straight drop ain't want to be in there with him. The hood knows more than the police. All the information the police have gotten came from the hood, from the people that was out there. It was a lot of people out there, that want to do the right thing. Isn't it weird that Cornelius dropping Bobby all in low security areas with their charges? Mm-hmm. It is. JMD, JMS housing. But JMS housing ain't JMS housing is not Annex G though. I'm gonna see what part they got them in down there. That is in the annex. I'm telling you. I'm gonna see why he was moved. It doesn't matter. You made your bed. Yeah, you made your bed. You gotta lie in it. I know a lot of times they'll switch up their housing for different reasons, and then they'll end up having to go right back to their areas. So I can't say why they put him there right now. I can't say why until I talk to somebody and see why he was put there. I wonder where they got Wayne Gang at. Y'all, what's Wayne Gang real? What's Wayne Gang's name? What's Bang Wayne's name? Is it what is it? Wayne Gang? What's Wayne Gang's name? I want to see something. Wayne Sanders. Is it D Wayne or just Wayne Sanders? Y'all bang wang in JMS housing too. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Y'all look like they got bang wang in JMS housing. Child. Oh, let me see something. Mm. Hold on, get ready to look at one more thing. Hold on, y'all. No, he's not in JM housing. He's on the 6th floor. Bed B. Okay. They still got, okay, they done put him up on the damn 6th floor. They really got him protected. Hold on. And I'm talking about CEO Bobby now. JMD 03. Now, I don't think Straight Drop has moved. Wait a minute. Oh, Lord. Wayne Gang's picture scared the hell out you. Lord have mercy. Okay, Wayne Gang is up there on the 4th floor. He's in 4F. Now, they got Wayne Gang where he's supposed to be. Wayne Gang is up there on the 4th floor. And that's where all of them are supposed to be. That's where they put the high profile. Well, they put the hard criminals with high bonds and with, with those crazy, those charges. Let's see. Wayne Gang got aggravated assault, criminal attempt robbery. See, where they got Wayne Gang at, that's where Straight Dropping them really supposed to be at. Hey, Nene Loyal. Thank you, Savage World Podcast. Bobby is on 6. Shoot, they really got him protected. Bobby up there where they be putting the trustees at with his bond and charges. That's unheard of. Child, Wayne Gang pictures. When Wayne Gang picture popped up, it scared the hell out of me. I said, "Oh, Lord have mercy." They said Wayne Gang is a trip down there too. And how old is Wayne Gang? He was born in 92. He was born in 1992, so that makes him what, about 30 years old? Wayne Gang Wayne Gang like to shoot people. He like to rob people and shoot them, and then they always shoot him back. I ain't never seen nobody get shot and he shoot people and get shot back at the same time. Be quiet, Remy. So CEO Bobby is up there where they put where the trustees be at. That's weird with his bond. He's supposed to be on the be quiet. He's supposed to be on the same floor that Wayne Gang on. Really, they all supposed to be on the fourth floor. Cornelius and Straight Drop got harsher charges than Wayne Gang. But I think Straight Drop is still down there in that lower level, just in another area. I'm gonna ask somebody though, and the reason why, but the reason why I say I don't know why they moved him. Like Straight Drop went to court yesterday. He said, "Miss T, so you gonna make that be that man's name? Ain't his name Wayne Gang or something? OG Gang Wang or whatever. It's Gang OG Gang Bang or whatever they call him. But when they get ready to go to court, they will move them to other houses, other housing pods, and they may not immediately go back." I thought his name was OG Wayne Gang or OG Bang Gang or something. Is it Bang Gang? OG Bang Gang. Child, I don't know. Natural Born King Queen said his name is a number now. Have y'all seen Bang Gang picture? When you pull him up, I wish I could pull this picture up. Have y'all seen his mugshot? It will scare the hell out of you. When I pulled it up a few minutes ago, I said, "Oh God." He like to shoot people and they always shoot him back at the same time. I wish I could pull up his picture. Chocolate City said, "You just gonna let that be his name?" I thought that was his name. Dog, I wish I had a picture. I could pull that. I could. Lord have mercy. And y'all, it's a shame though. These folks be out here on these drugs. They say his name ain't OG Gang Bang. Is it Gang Bang? OG Gang Bang looks like he about 50 years old. Is it OG Gang Bang? He looks like he's about 50. Gang Bang do. And he ain't but 30 years old. What is it, Bang Wang or Gang Bang? Is it OG Gang Bang? Thank you, Savage World Podcast. Coach said he not a real shooter if he getting shot back. I know. A gangbang always getting shot. He rob people and shoot them, and then they shoot him back at the same time. I'm told y'all him and Moochie Grape was on the same floor. He robbed Moochie and shot him, and then Moochie shot him, or Moochie said he shot him first. And then they sitting up in the same hospital. He shot somebody else, and they shot him and put him in a damn wheelchair, I believe. William say it's Big Bang Wayne. Oh, I had changed it to Gang Bang. OG, I was really wrong. What did I say at first? OG Gang Bang, and then Gang Wayne or whatever. So it's Big Bang Wayne. Okay, I was way off. Big Bang Wayne. What kills me is all these guys, some CEOs and flexing. Yeah, they should have joined the military, but you know what, Tambor, they scared to go over there. They scared to go over there to war. They rather stay in their communities with the people that they grew up around and terrorize them. Yeah, he been up there for a while. Let's see, I'm looking at his stuff now. They said criminal attempt robbery. Let's see what Bang Wayne's address is. Hold on, because see, I be liking to make connections. I like to see how close these folks live together. Shelby County Odyssey. Odyssey don't necessarily have. I'm not gonna go into my systems though. They'll never get to say I've used my systems to pull these folks up. I'm gonna use the public system. But the addresses that you see in Odyssey are not always updated. I always remember that. They don't always update them. Let's see if we can see where Bang Wayne lived at. Odyssey don't necessarily have accurate addresses though. They just, they never change them. Sanders Wayne. Okay, that's not him. This is him. Let me see something. So he lived around Clearbrook. He had moved one of his addresses was closer to Wooddale. Player code, that 38118 area code. That's like going out east, ain't it? 38118. That's like closer to like Clearbrook and areas like that. Yeah. And that was once a nice area, child. They moved out there and messed them areas up. Here it is right here. Oh, Lord. Yeah. That was one of the addresses. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something else. Because a lot of times when they go to jail, they don't even use their real address anyways. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to do something. Just give me a few minutes. Because I know those addresses in Odyssey are not necessarily When they career criminals like Bang Wayne, they don't give the right address. They don't update them either. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see something. Okay. Here it is, right here. I hate when something takes forever, when I'm trying to quickly do something. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to look up something. Ooh, child. Okay, here it is. Let me see. Bang Wayne is 30. It's got what, 31? Let me see how old Bang Wayne is. His birthday 9/27/92. I don't think that's him right there. Let me see. Okay. Now we cooking with grease. Here you go, right here. Let me see something. He 29 going on 30. His birthday in September. Let me see. Okay, so he's always had like addresses around that Knight Arnold area. Okay, so I don't see any addresses around that area. Hold on, y'all. Wayne Martez Sanders. Uh hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's east. It seems like to me he's always kind of lived out in the east area. Now y'all remember a time when, because he's had 38118 and 38115. So that's around the same areas out east. Y'all know there was a time when those areas were not bad, but everybody started moving out east, child, and started terrorizing. What do they call it out there now? East Afghanistan. Yeah, East Afghanistan. That's what they call it now. So that's the area he kind of always lived around. It was not bad. I don't know if he always lived out there. I didn't see where he had ever lived anywhere else, but he probably never had nothing in his name either, so it wouldn't show that. No house, no light bill, no nothing. So ain't no telling where he's really lived at. I was trying to see if he had kind of lived around the same areas as that cookie shop, but I didn't see that. Like Cornelius do. In that same area, straight dropping them would hang out in. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Straight drop was living like a straight up superstar. Straight drop was living somewhere where his rent was about 1,800 a month. That ain't no cheap rent. He was living in a high rise that only businessmen and doctors and lawyers like. And I ain't talking about them ones that's just starting off either. I'm talking about them established doctors live in. They go get them apartment. They go get them an apartment down there when they live. They got houses way out when they want to take their girlfriends there. They working at the hospital. He was living in that building. Child, straight drop was living it up. I don't know where he was getting his money from. Monica said Monica, it's something going on. People say they're not getting notifications. So I'm gonna have to go in there and figure it out. I'm sure that I'm sure that it's probably been something is going on where it's turned off, where my people are not being notified of when I come on. Um They say his boss is big dude. Lord have mercy. Big dude had him living good. Only thing about it is them expensive high rises, have cameras and stuff everywhere. You can't go commit a crime and then walk back in there with some of the evidence, and the folks able to go get the cameras and to go. They able to. I told y'all, you can't do stuff like that. When you live in expensive places like that, they have security too, physically. Yeah, I'm gonna see what's going on because it's a lot of people saying they have not been getting my notification. Now, see, y'all, I had only planned on being on like an hour, and then I said I was gonna get on again tonight because we was just doing like a break thing, and we've been on like 2.5 hours. Y'all ready to get off? Aren't y'all on break? Ain't y'all supposed to be at work? I got to get my hair braided. See, I only want to come on to talk about. I want to talk about because I want to talk about something else tonight, and I was like, I want to talk about straight drop right now, and I want to come on and talk about something else tonight. Hey, Montika. That's Monica is in the house too. Pretty Miss Kitty is in the house. Monica said she need at least 30 minutes. Monica, Monica be wanting to stay on all night. When I be trying to get off at night, Monica said, I rebuke that sleeping spirit. We've been on like 4 hours. I be getting sleepy. If you blocked on my chat. No, you're not blocked. If you was blocked, you wouldn't be able to post in my chat. You sure it was me? She says Zeke is my name. I know, little Miss Muffet, it is not. Monica, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. You say you blocked from your computer. Now, I think it's something going on with your computer because if you was blocked, you wouldn't even be able to come in here from even your phone. Mm-mm. They call it East Haiti. I thought they called it East Afghanistan. Oh, Monica going over there to Dubai. Monica, we're gonna know something if you come back and start a business. If you come back and start another business. 11, I got to go to work. That's weird. I don't know why you can't. That's really weird. So y'all, let me ask y'all something. Why do y'all think that straight drop? Well, you're not blocked, Lorenzo, because if you was blocked, you wouldn't be able to post. Let me ask y'all something. Why y'all think straight drop had wanted to move? I'm gonna ask y'all that in the chat. Why y'all think he wanted to move in y'all's opinion? He changed his mind, but he was wanting to go. Because he didn't want to be, he's scared. I think he's scared too. I think he's giving up the goods. But what straight drop needs to do is he needs to make sure he tell on the right people. Because if he just tell on the little dudes on the street, because they ain't nothing to be scared of. He needs to tell on people that like to throw their money around. Because they're the ones that's really the destroyers, really. Didn't get notification either. Just happened to look at YouTube. Wow, nobody's getting notifications. I'm telling y'all straight drop look like he has aged about 30 years. He's going through it. But you have to pay for what you do. You know? Um and if like I said, I've always said that I believe what the Memphis Police Department say. But if there's a 0.1% chance that wasn't him and that was that other boy that they just arrested, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that video. That was straight drop. That was straight drop. But I'm gonna have to go. But like I said, there's always room for error. I think because he told nobody knew about Ingram guy, only his circle. Yeah, and they know he told. But going out there to that penal form ain't gonna change nothing. Yeah, he's known for plea. Ganguly is, but most innocent people say it from the beginning and maintain it. We're gonna see, y'all. It's get ready to get interesting. It's get ready to get real interesting. So Ganguly looked defeated at the end of. I'm telling you, Straight Drop was in. Yeah, Ganguly been looking defeated for a while, and Schultz ain't looking too good now. Tanya said they keep putting pause on him. Um, I'm ready to see what role Covington shooting plays in all this, and how many times that Benz was passed around. And I wonder who Benz it was it, because now we do know that they was dealing with somebody that owned the chop shop, and they was changing VIN numbers. So just because it might not be coming back to somebody right now don't mean nothing, because they was changing VIN numbers. Mm-hmm. Too Pretty Miss Kitty said that car hole she been passed around to all the hitters. I'm telling you, Too Pretty Miss Kitty. They said the tag came back stolen. I think now. I think that's what didn't they say that the tags that was ran on the car, they were stolen. Tanya says black youngster transgender girlfriend Benz, but it's in black youngster name. Oh wow. CEO was in charge of the chop shop, right? It seemed like to me he was one of the ringleaders. That's what it appears. He has some type of involvement. On the affidavit, it said a lady was carjacking at the Kroger on Kirby and Quince. Hmm. What y'all think what y'all think about that insurance agent? Do y'all think he gonna pop back up anytime soon? Yeah, it's somebody else that was down there in protective custody, high profile custody with Straight Drop. I don't know who it was though. That's gonna be interesting. I don't know who it was. He dropped some gems to old Thaddeus. Yeah, that insurance agent did. People, ask, was he telling the truth? I don't think he had a reason to tell a lie. You know, um, I don't guess he did. It seemed kind of credible to me what he said, kind of seemed believable. So he hadn't been heard from anymore. So it's sure gonna be interesting to see um what happens during the trial. Who comes up, who don't, you know. That's what's gonna be so interesting. Cause y'all know Cheryl was supposed to get life. How many years did Cheryl Wright get y'all? I forgot. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, how many likes do we have in here? Y'all, please hit the like button. Okay, we got 158 likes. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. I think they got the insurance guy is in protective custody. You sure haven't heard anything about him. You haven't heard anything else about his insurance company or nothing. And the last time I looked at Thaddeus' show, and this was months back, they asked him about the insurance agent, and he said, "I don't know. All I know is they say he's in hiding or something." I believe that's what he said. He's in hide. He and his family had been getting threats, and they were in hiding. Insurance got definitely in protective custody. He needed to get it on record, so he went to the person that he knew had an audience. Absolutely, I agree. I don't think the average person thinks about blackmailing when dealing with a situation like this. Yeah, y'all. That's gonna it's gonna be interesting when everything finally comes out. So, like I said, I don't know everything, and I don't even think it would be good to know everything. But I know that it's gonna be interesting. If y'all haven't hit the whoever hasn't hit the like button, please hit the like button. We almost up to 200 likes. I wish we could get up to 200. And to be honest, he sounded scared as hell. He did. I wouldn't want to know anything either. I think now that a lot of these people seeing that, it's still dangerous, but I think now people are starting to realize that the police already know a lot. So there's nothing nobody could get on here and say um really, that the people don't already know. So I think it's gonna be interesting in the weeks to come. Yep. So in the end, y'all, I hope this be a lesson to a lot of these young men. That do we have 200? We almost at 170. 200 likes. I wish we could get 200 likes. I hope this is a lesson to these young men that they can't just take money and go out here and put bags, well, they can't just go and kill people and think they're going to get away with it. Because when it starts, heating up, nobody's going to get away with anything. And then they're going to be looking at life. That's exactly what they're going to be looking at, Their whole lives are going to be taken away from them. And the people that they're doing it for, they're going to still be out. Because they can tell, but then they gotta, that's another story too. All right, y'all, we've been on here almost 3 hours. We're gonna get back on tonight, so I don't want to burn myself out, so we're gonna get back on tonight. What time y'all want to get back on tonight? We can get back on tonight at, we'll get on around like the 8 o'clock ish or something like that. 7, 8. Okay. Tanya said 12. Monica said 10. Okay, so we'll have to compromise. Tanya, at 12, we be winding on down. We our voices be cracky. We probably would have been on about 10 hours around that time. And trying to wind down on getting off, okay? But this was a good live though. We'll be back on tonight. Yes, William, Memphis has the death, but Memphis still has the electric chair. Memphis still have the electric chair. Memphis is one of the few states that do. Now, somebody was telling me that Mississippi still have the shooting. What do they call it? They still, they call it something. They take the people out and shoot them. Yeah, Nika said she be tired when we do it late. Little Miss Muffin says, "Oh, we could stay on to 8." Little Miss Muffin, we'll be so tired. I really be wanting my throat and stuff be hurting. Since I can't drop that, I gotta find a way to be able to get y'all that link. Y'all need to get new yeah, it's the firing squad. That's what it is, the firing squad. Monica. Monica said she been dreaming about fish. She been dreaming about fish for herself, not for me. The devil is a lie. Shoot, if I am Monica, that's the same. I got that's a Mary that's a baby Jesus. The same way Mary got pregnant. That would be a baby Jesus on the inside of me. She said we got a fur baby on the way. Remy, little cousin. Child, that would be a baby Jesus. I'm telling you. Now, Monica, when I start, girl, when you start seeing me traveling a whole lot, I might say, Monica, you been dreaming about fish? When I start traveling a lot, that'll be the hint. I'm gonna say, Monica, have you been dreaming about fish? You're gonna say, ooh, Miss T, what's going on there? Something is going on. William said death row would make, yes, I'm telling you, especially if he's looking at more charges and stuff. At some point he got to be loyal to himself because a lot of his friends living their best life. Shoot, I don't know why that young man did that, but I could tell he regretting it. It ain't worth it because he took a life and now his life taken. Well, his according to his attorney said he was wanting to leave so that he could have more freedom. Like, you know, he would, and that's weird. How he think he gonna have more freedom at the correction center when it that facility security is higher than at the jail? The jail is really just a holding facility. The correction center is really a prison. So I don't know why Straight Drop thought that he would. That's why I know it's whatever he's screaming about and what it is. It's something else going on because everybody know the correction center is like is more. It's worse than the jail. People be loving the jail. Everybody be wanting to stay at the jail. When those inmates had to leave the jail after their court time was over to go and serve out their time at the correction center, they would be kicking and screaming. They did not want to do it because they know it was stricter at the prison. It was a lot worse. They like being in the jail. Pelco said he'll be able to make moves there. Hmm. I think Straight Drop is trying to just go and get out of Dodge because that jail probably get ready to be overloaded with a whole lot of, as they say, people sis that he know. I just got a feeling he don't want to run into, have to look at none of them in the eye, have to run into none of them. But I mean, they're gonna end up at the correction center still. I mean, it ain't too many places to go. I agree with you, Tambora. I agree. But hacking is a felony. Thank God. Really, I think they're gonna put pressure on him where he go. Play a call. Yeah, he ain't gonna be able to hide because even if he don't run into any of those dudes, um, he gonna run into some adult fans. They be kicking and screaming if it's their first go around, but prison is actually more laid back than the parish holding facility jails. Oh wow. He really ain't gonna be safe nowhere. Now he's not gonna be safe anywhere. And then sometimes, Tanya, you're right. Sometimes people who have not committed like murder and they know they're going home, they be ready to go to the facility so that they can start serving their time at the correction center at the prison and go ahead and serve their days and get it over with. Cause it don't start until they leave the jail. But as like for straight drop, it don't matter when his time start. He ain't going home. Yeah. Okay, y'all, we're gonna be back on tonight. It's still 100 of y'all hanging on here. Child, I got to oil my scalp and stuff because y'all know I'm getting ready to get my braids. And yeah, you can't pop your whip at 201, but you can at the other places. He would be able to jail better, get bombs in and shit. That's what I'm saying. Oh, but I'm gonna lie. But I'm not gonna lie. That song he dropped wasn't bad. He wasn't a bad rapper. I can't. I'm not gonna sit here. That's why I say if there's a lot of different rumors going around about why he did that to Dolph. There is no justification to what they did to young Dolph. It was just wrong on so many levels. But Straight Drop was a nice looking young man. He's the same age as my daughter. They was born in the same year. So he could have been my little baby. So he wasn't a bad looking young man. He was clean all the time. He was bow leg. He was just a nice looking child. He had dark features and he wasn't a bad rapper. But unfortunately, I think mentally he was messed up. So if he felt like he had been done wrong, I think Dolph had his reasons for separating himself from Straight Drop. No CEO with that type of stuff on his background can affiliate that to their brand. Only a CEO that don't respect women and don't care, that agrees with stuff like that, like the R word. And but if he had put that energy into building for himself, he could have went places. If all of those young men, because look at the other young man that they just arrested. I don't know if he was a rapper, but those kids were nice looking kids. Teasy, a tall, handsome guy. If especially if they was rappers, if they had put that stuff, put whatever they had going, all of that negative energy that they had around them into building something, um, I guess legal or legit, They could have gone places. So, but you take a man out because he built something and he decide, no, I can't affiliate myself with this. Hey, Michelle. And people are saying they are not getting notifications. It's some people just coming in. He could have actually gone places. He got a song that I like called he ain't got but one. It's called Letter to the Ops or something. He could have actually gone places, but he decided to go another way. And he took that man out of here instead of trying to, I know he would, he probably, instead of trying to understand or not being around him being snakish. I feel like with Straight Drop, if whether he was around Dolph or not, he was gonna snake him. Because it was too easy for him to go and connect with whoever he thought was Dolph's ops. He probably was already connected to him. So instead of on November 17th, if Dolph had kept himself around, then they probably would have got him earlier. Especially when people like that would do anything for some money. He did anything for money. So he could have easily been bought. And just like he was. The only thing about it is it backfired on him. He wasn't expecting that. And so you got to reap what you sow. That's right, little Miss Muffin. He let the wrong people get into his ear, unfortunately. And those people are not going to want to be affiliated with him. And after this trial is over, and if whoever he decides not to implicate, if they haven't cut him off, they're going to when the trial is over. Because now a lot of people are just keeping people close, keeping their enemies close, so that they will not implicate them. But that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Because if they was involved, they're gonna get got. Okay. All right, y'all. We're gonna get back on tonight. Okay. Let me oil my scalp and stuff because I'm looking like Aquanisha. Because I washed my hair. I took my tracks out, washed my hair. My hair is so thick. Now I gotta oil it because I gotta go get my hair braided early in the morning. Thank you, Miss Della. Salute to the people that's still in here. Let's see who's still in here. I see Player Cole. I see the one, Tambora, Hakia, William, Natural Born Queen, Black Swan, Joy Loves God, Monica J, Shirley Jenkins. Who else? Because I don't like missing nobody. Because I be getting emails when my chat be scrolling, and sometimes it'll jump, and I would miss a name. Child, I be getting emails. People. I don't want to miss nobody. Aiden Zell, Tanya Fine in here. Michelle. Chantel is in here. Polo Tate. Too Pretty Miss Kitty. I think Too Pretty Miss Kitty, he's wanting to move because he's been talking, and he don't want to have to look at these young men that's getting ready to be indicted. He probably shouldn't just say nothing. He shouldn't have asked to be moved or nothing, because now they probably gonna know. Chocolate City in the house. Did I say Polo Tate? Who else is in here? It's over 100 people in here. Y'all make sure y'all don't leave out of here without hitting that like button either. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Always Blessed is here. What's that? Severe 945 boss. Shan is in the house. TG is in the house. Who else in here? I want to see some of them people out in the backwoods come out sometimes. Thank you, always blessed. And it'd be a lot of people in the backwoods. I'm telling you, behind them cars hiding. Girl, they don't come out until unless we back up and hit them. Some of them, when they been hit, when they here for the wrong reason. Always been rocking with you ever since day 120 when I first saw you live. Thank you. Black Swan said they're shy. All right, y'all. We're gonna be back on tonight. I'm gonna do a notification, and we're gonna be back on tonight, you guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I love you guys. I'll see you all in a little while. Talk to you later.